Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, it looks like losing that last court case for the security and losing IPP has really driven Harry and Meghan into Psychoville. First, we had Harry do a BBC interview where he looked to be like a hostage. He kept looking over to his right, getting answers to demanding the royal family stop, doing what they're doing, and there's a stitch up, and he wants reconciliation, apparently, allegedly, and all this other nonsense going on. And then Meghan releases this picture for their son Archie's birthday of the back of his head again, but this time he has got his face in the sun, allegedly. Again, it looks to be another photoshopped picture, as the royal grift has quickly caught on to. But it gets a bit more shocking. So my first thought when I looked at it, I'm like, sunset, that's symbolic of death, right? Uh, yeah, this is credit to Ocean Sussex, at Ocean Sussex on Twitter. She found this out, which is even more shocking. Because we know how Harry and Meghan are with their security. That picture is a complete copy of this one, which came from a movie called Serenia. And it's a movie about following his parents' untimely deaths. A young filmmaker uses his home movie camera to escape the harsh realities of life. And yeah, if you look it up on IMDb, it is for sure a real movie here. Just like it says, following his parents' untimely deaths. Yeah. And it's got a 7.1, out of 10. Not too bad. Looks like pretty good movie there. So Meghan, knowing how Hollywood Meghan is, she no doubt copied this, or someone gave her the idea. And Meghan likes using these movies and bringing up death, as she did in 2021. And this is part of the reason nobody believes their whole car chase story, besides the shocking lack of evidence. Is that in 2021, right after leaving the royal family, Harry and Meghan had this movie made where Meghan dies like Princess Diana in a car crash in a tunnel. I mean, it was so over the top in everyone's faces. And it was like the opening scene where Harry runs to try to save his wife, who's already dead and dying in the car. So people saw this as, Meghan manipulating Harry and his memory of his mother. And of course, it was for our benefit, right? We haven't, ever since Harry and Meghan moved to California, it has been nonstop about his mother, 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 right? And everything is blamed on that. And of course, this is, allegedly what he wants with security is he's so afraid what happened to his mother is going to happen to his wife. So, obviously he's been programmed, or they're trying to program us to believe this, but obviously this was just over the top in everyone's face. And so now they're doing this with the child's picture, saying, oh, and my thought, like, would Megalodon really, as a narcissist, would she stage her own death? Why not, right? Wouldn't surprise me. But many people suspected that she would stage the child's death if the child actually exists, which is still debatable. So, what's going on here? I'm going to try to step into the psycho mind of Megalodon and Hairball, who are obviously out of their minds, posting pictures like this on the world stage. And just everything's just such a psyop, such a lie, and just playing with our minds. During COVID psyop and everything else, it's just more abuse, psychological abuse on us, I think. But yeah, I just want to look at this latest attack on our psyche by Harry and Meghan, and see what the message is here. with her photoshopped picture of alleged child. And by the way, I noticed I made a new bracelet. I've been hearing so much about copper and crystals and the power they give, the healing power. So I decided, you know what? I had some crystals already, so I just got some copper wire, and this is my very first bracelet. So no making fun of it. Okay, I was mentioning it because you guys see it. I'm gonna see if it enhances my psychic abilities here. Let's find out. Hope so. But it's supposed to have if you do a search on copper and healing properties, I mean, they say it's supposed to have so much, as well as the having a crystal. So trying out different things, all for you, to give you better readings. You see, I'm always trying to find new ways to produce better readings for all of you. It's all for you at the end of the day. But yeah, so many videos on Twitter. I'm going through Twitter and you're seeing all this crap about whatever psyop Harry and Meghan are doing, and then it's like, oh, do you know about copper and you know about this and that? Means all these like natural remedies for so many things that I'm learning. It's quite fascinating. Anyways, power baking soda too. Baking soda can do so much as well. In a recent video I saw that you can get rid of sites, which I found. Anyways, I won't go on and on. I'm not claiming that. I don't know for a fact. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. Don't want to get medical misinformation here. I'm just saying. Just passing it along that Twitter's got a lot of information like that. Anyhow, back to the psycho world of this gruesome twosome, Gavin Gruesome. And I mean, there's quite a trio over there, axis of evil. But what's Meghan and her group? Because we all know she's with the CIA and whoever else that she's with. That she's coming up with all this garbage. I mean, but you know what? Ever since day one on her Instagram with that weird video of her running on the beach with her hair looking like a bunch of snakes, and she did that weird gaspy thing. It's when she started doing the gaspy thing in all her videos. I mean, she's been really psycho from the beginning of the year. Like, everything she's been doing on her Instagram, if you look at her Instagram, it's just psycho. It looks like it's straight out of a horror movie. It really does. And it's almost to the point of, I mean, it's to the point of pretentiousness, to the point of, what's the word? It's being orchestrated. It's by design. Like, it's not. But then again, if you look at Britney Spears' account, she's looking pretty psycho as well. So, is it legitimate? Are they all just satanic and showing their satanic origins, driving them crazy? Are they all MK Ultra and lost their minds? Is it satanic? Is it psycho? Is it both? They are all seem to be coming out on social media and then you got like Lady Gaga doing satanic ceremonies at every concert she does. I mean, they're all coming out with their evil now, right? And they all seem to think now is the time after that 2024 Olympics in France, which were the most satanic Olympics you've ever seen in your life, a whole satanic ceremony. Yeah, so Harry and Meghan seem to be playing a part in that as well, it seems. I don't know. But her Instagram page is pure psycho for sure. It's just one horror movie scene after another. So what's Meghan attempting to do with this picture of her alleged son? What message is she sending here? Again, they just lost security, their IPP. So naturally they're always threatening death, and from my perspective, it looks like they're always claiming they're gonna die. They're in such danger. Those white supremacists or the white extremists or whoever Harry blames, those white Christian nationalists, right? They want to get them, right? That's according to them. So let's see. What's the message Meghan's sending there? Obviously, everything they send is also to the royal family. When they put out, they communicate via mainstream media because apparently, allegedly, King Charles is not communicating with them. They're having no contact going on. Let's see. What's Megan's message with that picture? A horror movie of a son who's lost his parents. Yeah, let's see. There should be enough. Let's find out. This light might be a little bright here. Let me turn that up. Okay, maybe a little. All right. Here we go. Maybe it looks a little better in this light. Let's find out here. What's going on? Let's make it Megalodon. What's going on in that crazy mind of that crazy Californian woman? Let's find out. General situation. Hmm. Four of Cups reversed. Well, she is trying to stir emotions. She is trying to get everyone to feel imbalanced here. So here you've got, all right, so you've got two foxes. You got one fox who's looking away and another one sneaking up behind him. Right? And don't forget, Harry is such a fox, right? The one sneaking up behind him is carrying a dead carcass, a dead body. So she is sending subliminally, she is wanting to give the message of impending death, being overt about it. But yeah, she's definitely sending that message. It was a bit obtuse, though. I mean, if she's trying to say that to, I mean, who knows if anyone would have really found that movie? I mean, and of course, the name of it was Serenia. I was like, oh my god! And so it did kind of hit home, like, yeah, that's Megan. But yeah, she is sort of trying to give that insinuation. I thought of death with the sunset. So death seemed to be the message, right? Someone's gonna die. Someone's gonna die. Subliminally message, giving that unconsciously a lot with that. Oh my goodness, 9 of Swords. Yeah. So again, Meghan and Harry are, as I said from the beginning, completely psycho, completely deranged, and she is sending this dangerous message as the crazy people that they are, and they don't care, because they are out of their minds. So the message was to disturb and upset people, probably in particular royal family or the British Ravic or whatnot. The bottom of it all, 7 of Pentacles reversed. Mm-hmm. It's about money. It's about security. Mm-hmm. And the 7 Pentacles, she's resting. Everything's secure. She's got all her pumpkins. She's in her garden. Everything's great. There's all her raspberries, but nope. Very upset. They're upset about losing everything. Upset about losing their security, money that comes with it, stability there. Yeah, so this is very disturbing to Meghan Harry to lose that. And of course, being a narcissist, it seems she's using the children as the the reason for justifying it. So what's the base of it all? Tower reversed. Yeah, they really didn't take it well. Their whole world has been rocked. I think this is the first time they've lost IPP since they've been married. And it's to say this is like the worst thing that's happened to them. Yeah. And they're trying to figure out, I mean, it's so bad. And like you pointed out, others pointed out that as soon as they lost the case in the IPP, the only other way they could get it back was by going back into the royal family as working royals. And so, boom, the same day it was aired on TV, same day they lost the IPP status that was announced, anyways. Harry's on TV saying, "We want to reconcile with the royal family." Yeah, yeah, yeah. We want that IP so badly. They are, yeah. Their world is been rocked, and they are. Meghan's lost her mind, her and Harry, and they do want to send a message, and they want others to believe that they are at death's. They are the most wanted, and they're gonna die. Someone's gonna come get them. The past affecting them, Hierophant. Yeah, so they're against that decision. They blame the royal family. Um, yeah, that judge's decision here. I mean, Hierophant is the decision made. The ethical right decision that was made has severely disturbed them. They don't like being told what to do, particularly by non woke authorities, right? Because that whole car crash thing with Meghan, um, that scene in the movie and whatnot, and the whole idea that Meghan is somehow in danger, right? Somehow Meghan is going to die like his mother, right? So this whole scenario is another lie that they want pushing as truth. Like, you must believe it. You must believe Meghan was pregnant. You must believe she was severely suicidal and almost offed herself. You must believe that she's gonna die without that IPP security. everything should they lie about so much that oh, you must believe the royal family asked about Archie's skin color and that they're racist, right? And this is another one of them. You must believe, you must. They had the mayor of New York City come out. They had the detectives in New York City make a report that, oh yeah, there's this paparazzi following them, just like Princess Diana. I mean, you must. They're using every authority they can to force everyone, including the UK courts, to believe their lies as the truth. And the UK courts said, yeah, we don't believe it. And we're not siding on your side. So that's very disturbing to them because that means their communist Marxist tyrannical agenda is not working. Not too light. A little bit. Okay. Anyway, so what is she expecting to happen? Eight of Pentacles. Well, she's going to continue posting stuff up there and making money from it. Although I heard on Neil Sean, she's disappointed by the number of followers. Doesn't have as many as she thought she would. And she thought her channel was going to be a lot bigger, but she's going to continue try to make money with Instagram and with her whatever else she puts out. And that's going to be her work going forward, having an Instagram account. Yeah, she worked so hard, you don't understand. Having an Instagram account. So she does, and this is also to boost attention to her Instagram account because she wants more followers. So she's putting up these creepy psycho posts to get people talking. What is she afraid of or not want? Ooh, King of Wands. I think she's afraid of decisions. I'm thinking of like Netflix and whatnot. I'm thinking of movies, uh, movie deals, and other projects, podcasts. She doesn't want that her and Harry have to obviously pay for their own stability here. Because I also think of this as a Prince Harry kind of card. Harry's been out more on. People have mentioned that Harry's been in the media more, playing those dragons, going to court and whatnot. So actually, back to Harry with this one. I'm thinking that she doesn't want Harry to be having to take the lead in the media because, of course, whenever Harry's giving interviews and whatnot, Meghan gets very jealous, right? Because she wants to have all the attention. But in this case, because it's a court case of Harry fighting with Ravik, it has to be Harry, right? So, but she hates that. She hates that Harry's getting all this publicity and doing these interviews and whatnot, and that she's not getting the attention. So she does hate this, and she doesn't want it. So what's she hoping for? Because I'm looking at this from Megalodon's perspective. Oh, Ace of Cups reversed. Now it's interesting. The Ace of Cups upright can be about a birth, new beginning, and this is about I would say, an ending. Although it's not normally a death card, it could be seen as losing a baby, possibly, or else making people believe there's been a loss of life and getting people very upset with something new. Because you can look at this as Ace of Cups reversed. This is bright is happiness. Reversed would be unhappiness. So she wants to make everybody unhappy. If they're unhappy, you have to be unhappy. Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy, right? So if Meghan ain't happy, ain't nobody gonna be happy. She's gonna be putting up her psycho pics and making you all crazy with her, right? She spreads the crazy, and it is emotional. I'm getting, I don't normally get a lot of cups in general from Meghan when I do a reading with her, and I'm getting cups right from the beginning. I get cups up here. She is trying to get people emotionally riled, emotionally upset because she's emotionally upset. She's she's out of her mind. She is, again, Nine of Swords, Tower, Four of Cups reversed. This really hit home for them. It's probably the most upset I've seen them in a reading, or her, anyways. How is the public affecting? How are others affecting Megalodon? Oh my! I'm telling you, she's upset. She's really upset about losing this IPP. I mean, she is out of her mind. She can't stand. The public knows that that's the real reason because there again, another lie that she's trying to push is the truth. Right? Is that you know Archie they wanted to take away Archie's security and Harry's just trying to keep his family safe so Meghan doesn't die like Sis Diana. So they really want you to believe that story from Harry. And nobody believes it, right? Nobody believes her because people have been following her too closely. And she effing hates that. She knows you're all on Twitter going, ha, 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 you didn't get an IPP. Uh, she hates that everybody can see right through her whole charade here. She hates it. She hates it. Oh, she is so pissed. She is out of her mind with this. Yeah, this picture is the product of her being out of her damn mind, which isn't too difficult to do because she is psycho. But this is like unusual. This picture is her. Yeah, I'm thinking with the Ace of Cups. I'm thinking she's thinking of often pretending to off one of the kids if they actually exist. Yeah, she's crazy enough to do anything. As Harry said in their initial interview, she's capable of anything, don't we know? So what's going to happen next? Knight of Cups reversed. So we're seeing more deception, more lies being put out. Her fake, we're so happy, we're in love. Look, here's a nice picnic. Maybe he's doing a picnic on her show or talking about it. But it's all going to be lies and deceptions. And maybe that's where she's going to plot her, revenge. But I see something there with, again, water trying to emotionally manipulate and sway people psychologically, subliminally, and emotionally. So she's got to still continue the attacks on the public and the royal family, I assume, covertly here. It's like she started with this picture, sending these crazy messages to bring up death and to attack. And in the long term, oh my goodness, Page of Wands reversed. Now lies and pushing the lies with all her helpers there online. And being a witch that she is, there's Meghan with her witch wand. Being the evil witch, even has her hair there, right? That's her. She's going to continue to being the crazy witch that she has always been. And it will not stop. Of course, this will never stop until she stops. She's going to continue pushing herself and being crazier and eviler more every day by day. That's what I get from this. So yeah, so I am getting that she is very disturbed. She is sending a very disturbing message here. She may do something in the near future. I do see some aggressive, dangerous activity here where she'll be using her negative, evil powers to manipulate people about. It could be another fake car chase or something of that nature. But I do see her doing something. She's going to continue this, and she's going to be being sneaky and deceptive, just like this picture. But she is out of her damn mind, and she wants everyone unhappy and force everyone to believe their lies and to use the children as, the baits or the, yeah, yeah. So look out. I think she is capable of doing something dangerous here. And wands could be about children. So Page of Wands reverse can also be, if that is the case, she would do something or stage something where one of the children, possibly Archie, has a, something happen that makes him a big story. Oh my God, Archie almost fell over the railing when he was looking at the sun. He had the sun in his eyes and he couldn't see. I mean, I don't know. Who knows what Meghan? It will have to be something they'll try to do related to Princess Diana or something. But there you have it. That's what I see. She's not going to stop. She is dangerous. Children are in danger. Um, she is out of her damn mind. Lost the plot here. Yeah, she is cray cray to the max. And yeah, she wants something done. She does not like the courts in the royal family, or they see it as the royal family doing it. So they do not like this latest decision, and they are going to continue to use and abuse everyone's psychology until they get what they want. And both of them belong in a mental asylum. That's all I have to say. Where they're forced to accept the truth as the truth and to stop lying all the time and trying to push their lies as the truth. So, but unfortunately, they seem to have billionaire backing to do that. So we must keep exposing it. So anyway, so there you go. There you have it. So I hope you enjoyed this. If so, please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.